Hello there, gang, and welcome to Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. There's a whole lot of news out there to talk about, so let's talk about it.
All right, let me look. I'm a little piggy.
Kicking things off with something that's not very mainstream, but oh my goodness, I desperately want to have this on my shelf. 5K Toys are showing off this brand new, not Bebop figure that they've been promoting, I guess, because 5K are just the distributors. I don't know who the actual manufacturers of this are, but I want to find out, ideally, just so I can shake them by the hand and thank them for doing God's work, because this is just absolutely incredible looking. I'm making my random assortment of Turtles characters type collection, and this is just the ultimate kind of real world, realistic looking Bebop if they do a Rocksteady as well. Oh my goodness. And we're getting two different versions as well. We're getting the modern, cartoony looking one, and then we're getting more of the samurai type look, which is great because that would go with your Furei Planet type characters. I mean, they all would. So this looks amazing. No word on price or release date yet, but you can see from the size and scale of this, probably going to be the best part of $100, but genuinely, I'd be hard pressed to think of anything more worthy of spending $100 on. The more I find out about this, I'll absolutely let you know.
Honey, I'm home.
More Comic-Con exclusives now from NECA. They are giving us Earl Sinclair from Dinosaurs in his Captain Impressive gear. This, I didn't even know was a thing. I guess there are some episodes of Dinosaurs that I haven't seen, and I call myself a 90s kid. I've been desperate for a long time to get hold of the OG Earl Sinclair, because I thought that would be a perfect mascot for Model Behaviour. He's kind of a kaiju-looking character. He wears the flannel shirt, he's got the beers, and he's taken off his pants. Just everything fits together perfectly, but now there's a superhero version of this. Already my mind's going, you could stick a little Model Behaviour logo on there and boom, you've got Captain Model Behaviour. Just got to get to San Diego Comic-Con now. So if you're there, then you might want to pick this guy up because it's a superhero cosplay dinosaur. It's just all these great, wonderful things smooshed up together. NECA know how to play the Comic-Con game, and they play it real well. We got our Comic-Con Alf, now we've got our Comic-Con Earl Sinclair, and both of them, I think, look absolutely money. Over on TNI News, they are sharing some images from Instagram. This is from a user called Atotsuzi, I think, showing off images of a Dinosaurs tree pusher, Earl Sinclair. We're getting another Earl Sinclair. So this hasn't been officially revealed or anything like that. It's just these images posted from this Instagram account. So yeah, go give the Instagram person a follow. Check out that site for more information, and check out TNI News because that's where I found this. And now you're hearing it here. How's that for third-hand information?
I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me.
Hot Toys are teasing something kind of unusual. A Disney collaboration that seems to maybe be three-dimensional Hot Toys figures that we're used to, but based on different kind of art of Disney. I don't know, they've just shown this one 2D image here, so I'm assuming they're going to recreate Pinocchio, but not necessarily in the classic animated style, but in this kind of sort of watercolory sort of look. I don't know. They're just dropping hints that this is kind of a thing they're doing, but until we see an actual prototype, I don't know. But if you're a Disney fan, then knowing the Hot Toys quality, this might be something very, very interesting to keep track of. If you want to deck out your action figure dioramas, then Rement have got just the kit for you. This is an entire Evangelion-themed bedroom set, and I love what I'm looking at here. Super, super fun. Normally these things scale, it's 1/12, but they're on the slightly smaller side. It's kind of like Figma type proportions, but you can fudge a lot of these things. Honestly, some of the stuff in here, I kind of want at 1-to-1 scale. Mainly that Evangelion office chair. that looks wicked. I'd love to sit in there and do my live streams. But all of these, they look great. So you can really deck out your 1/12 characters with some fun diorama props. And yeah, the purples and the greens, that's a really cool aesthetic. These are going to go for about 6,000 yen. So that equates to about $30, give or take. And if you like the look of them, keep your eyes out on the import sites, your Ami-Amis and those kind of websites, because chances are they're going to be carrying these. And if you want a more formal diorama set for your action figures, then 52 Toys have their Infinity Box diorama, and this looks amazing. Like, this looks so cool, and they know exactly who they're appealing to with these images here posed with Marvel Legends Beast and Ultron. This is really cool. Like, this just came out of nowhere to me. I just saw this posted by Eric on the Facebook group, and dang it, it's listed, or from what I can see, as only 200 Hong Kong dollars, which is about £20, which, I don't know, that sounds way too cheap, so I don't know about that. But just like with previous entries, I'm going to check out the import sites, Ami-Ami, and hopefully this will turn up on shelves in Japan as well, because this looks wicked. The amount of detail and everything going on here, I'm kind of blown away by this. So yeah, fingers crossed I can find this in person, because I could even do a review video on this, because this just looks really, really awesome. I like what I'm looking at. Gang, if you're enjoying this show, I hope you are, then maybe check out our channel sponsor, Legendsverse. This is an amazing website that you can use to collaboratize, that's not a word, to coordinate, corroborate, cajoliate, I don't know, to keep track of all your figures. It's probably a better way of saying it. Doesn't matter if you collect Legends, G.I. Joe, Marvel Select, or even McFarlane. I mean, it's cute that they have a section there. So if you, like me, find yourself drowning in plastic action figures, then you want to keep track of what you got and also what you need, then you need to go over to Legendsverse? Yeah, that's the name. I sort of pronounced it Legendsverse. Luckily, the link is in the description below, so you don't have to do it off of what I say, because you'd be in big trouble if that was the case. I know you're thinking, Dave, why don't you just film one good advert and then just insert that in every episode? Because that feels lazy. So instead, you're going to hear me bungle my way through a new commercial every single episode. Because you know what? I think that's a little bit more fun. Go check out Legendsverse, though. They're doing awesome work.
Science couldn't explain it, but there it was, alive in the deep, deep waters of the Amazon. A throwback to a creature that had existed 100 million years ago.
Just revealed from Mondo in their soft vinyl collection, we got the creature from the Black Lagoon, limited to 525 pieces. This guy's up for pre-order now. He's going to be $125. So the typical high expensive Mondo price tag, but hey, these are more bespoke zhuzh kind of figures. So if you want to go a little more low end, sounds weird calling NECA low end, NECA a high end, but you could get a cheaper creature from the Black Lagoon in that kind of aesthetic. But if you want something that's a little more stylized, then Mondo are going to have you covered. Coming out next year from SH Monster Arts, it is Shimo from Kong vs. Godzilla, or Kong X Godzilla. Excuse me, they're not versing in this one, they're Xing. Whatever that means. So we got this big white and blue Shimu dragon creature. I haven't seen the movie. Not knocking it though. Just not my cup of tea, I don't think. I'm more of a classic kaiju kind of guy. But if you like these modern ones, well, you're going to have to pony up about $250. Because SH Monster Arts, they got bills to pay too. So it's going to be up for pre-order in a couple of months and releasing around about January of next year. Also from Monster Arts, we're getting a San Diego Comic-Con 1989 Godzilla. So this is an exclusive edition which is available at San Diego Comic-Con, and he looks really cool as well. This is one of my favorite Godzilla designs. This is kind of my era of favorite Godzilla movies. No word on pricing yet, but it's Monster Arts, so you're probably going to be looking at north of $100, I would have thought. But yeah, the original model, colors and mold is produced by Yuji Sakai. This Godzilla is made with fins on his back, just like in the movie. That's hardly a selling point. It's like saying this Godzilla has a tail. It's like, yeah, I should hope so too. Also from Tamashii Nations, they're getting in with their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives as well. Here we have Dragon Ball Z, Son Goku and Son Gohan, Kid and Kintoon figures. Exclusive edition, joining San Diego Comic-Con 2024. That's all the information I have at the moment, and you know me, I'm not going to try and fumble my way through Dragon Ball Z, because, hey, I've been promising to watch it for the last 4 years now. Why should I start now? It's going to be an ongoing thing. One of these days, I'll watch Dragon Ball Z. Probably when I retire. Also from Tamashii Nations, they got a whole bunch. I should have just rattled these off as a list. So here we go. There's also Jiren, Final Battle. He's going to be a Comic-Con exclusive also. And now I'm just going to keep this together, otherwise I'll do a billion different segments. They're also doing Future Trunks, Super Saiyan exclusive edition. So if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you better get yourself down to Comic-Con. And also, we've got another one from Naruto, I think this is. From Worldwide Character Popularity Vote. It's nice that they put it to a vote. It'd be nice if Marvel Legends did more fan voting, I think. We get Naruto P99. Oh, no, whatever. We are bringing... I was just reading some random words there. I'm very Ron Burgundy. I just say whatever's on the teleprompter. We are getting Kakashi Hatake. Kakashi Hitake. So you can go over to San Diego Comic-Con and pick him up too. And finally, from Tamashii Nations, not a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this time, just a regular figure reveal, we're getting Guel Jeturk. Not even sure what franchise he's from. Hopefully the chat can help me out here. This is going to be 9,900 yen, which will equate to about $65, give or take. And he's going to be releasing around about December of this year.
I can't wait to get my claws in that mammoth.
5K Toys not content with rocking my world with their Bebop figure. They're also doing a preview of Fury Toys' Sabertooth Tiger. So we just got the Marvel Legends Zabu, which is cute compared to this dude, who is a giant steed, a mount for 1/12 scale characters. This... Oh, you know it's going to be expensive, but if you're building out your mythic legions, Dungeons and Dragons, any kind of sword and sorcery type display, a 1/12 scale, but not 1/12, because I don't know, how big were Sabertooth Tigers? I need Joey in the chat to help me out with that. But this thing is big. So we've got Mythic Legion's horses and things that characters can ride on, but a Sabertooth Tiger for a 1/12 scale character to ride? Yeah, that looks amazing. So these are just the early previews, as you can see, but dang it, Fury Toys, not Furay. Why are there two characters and two companies that are so similar and make similar products? It's very difficult for me. But Fury Toys, they're cooking right now, and when this comes out, I reckon it's going to taste good.
You didn't invite me, so I crashed.
Marking 32 years since Batman Returns hit cinema screens and traumatized a bunch of children and really upset McDonald's, NECA are marking the occasion by releasing 1/4 scale, well, I was going to say statues, but not statues, figures. And they're going to be $130 each. And where the heck are you going to put these? Because they're covering a lot of characters. We got the Penguin, we got Catwoman, and, well, I say a lot of characters. We got 3 characters. We got Penguin, Catwoman, and Batman. But looking at the soft goods on Penguin, look at that jacket. That's really, really gorgeous. This is awesome. I was kind of dismissing this a little bit when I saw the pictures, and then I'm taking a closer look, and there's a lot of work going into these. For 1/4 scale, those are big. Those are going to be big characters with the soft goods as well. $130 is kind of a bargain. I'm going to double check that's definitely the case. It looks like it. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But if there's not a correction, then that's what it is. And if that's the case, I think for a 1/4 scale figures of this quality, it's pretty darn nice. Unfortunately, I wouldn't want any of them on my shelf. The Tim Burton Batman characters look pretty terrifying, actually. I want to be able to sleep soundly at night.
If you even cared, you'd actually be here.
Going back over to Marvel, ZD Toys are showing off their Mark 47 Iron Man. This is the one that was featured in Spider-Man No Way Home, which I always thought was a bit of a plain kind of design. It's like he started painting it at the top and just ran out of steam for the legs. But it is kind of iconic if you're a big fan of that particular Spider-Man movie. I mean, who isn't? It's good fun. Even though him holding the ship together was a bit Bit far-fetched, I felt. Yeah, something far-fetched in a superhero movie. Who could imagine? So I don't have a price or release date for this. Hardly shocking for my channel. It's like, really, Dave? You just have pictures and vague opinions? Thanks for that. But they are very pretty pictures. So, yeah, if you like him, well, come on. I can't do everything for you. Just Google ZD Toys. I'm sure you'll find some info, which is what you could say to me. Don't take my points and put them back in my face. That's not fair. Syndicate Collectibles are doing a 1/12 scale pumpkin head. This is kind of awesome. Going to be $65, and I'm very impressed with the details that we can see here. Pumpkinhead was kind of a feature movie for Stan Winston Studios, who you would know from Terminator, Aliens, Jurassic Park. If it involves awesome animatronics, he's probably had his hand in it. And they had a feature movie where they made this creation. And yeah, it looks awesome. There was a McFarlane one that was made years and years ago in their Movie Maniac line. So it's nice to have an updated one. And looking at these pictures here, yeah, he looks every bit as horrifying as he should do. Another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, this time from Mattel. They're giving us Street Shark's Ripstar. He's going to be available directly at the con. And that's all the information I have. I don't know why I feel like I always have to vamp about stuff. No, there you go. That's what it is. Enjoy.
Heed well my words, for I am Mentor, guardian of Lortome. I come...
Vitruvian Hacks are showing off their Wave 8 figures that are up for pre-order now. These look very pretty. At first I was like, I don't know, because I thought, aren't these more kind of expensive figures? And then I went to take a look and no, they're very reasonably priced. About $25, give or take. I get my prices in yen here. That's what it auto-converts to, so you'll have to double-check for yourself. But looking at everything, this is the episode in which Dave says, don't want to do work. You have to go do it yourself. Hey, look, you know, I'm just background noise while you're washing your dishes or doing your laundry, all right? So I can only do so much. But Vitruvian Hacks, they're happy to put in a lot more effort. Look at these guys here. The extra heads, the weapons, the hands. The only thing I noticed is that I'd maybe like a little bit more articulation. I can see on a couple of these figures here that maybe there's no bicep swivel. I'm a big elitist for my bicep swivel. However, with the rest of the joints and the way that they're put together, they do look really lovely. So just like with the saber-toothed tiger, if you want to bulk out your sword and sorcery display, these guys look really fun. Super 7 are doing a redo of their 2003 Ninja Turtles. I didn't realize they had done these before, but apparently these are upgraded versions, now with much more modern articulation, with swivels and double joints and all that kind of stuff. These are going to be $55 each, and if you're a fan of the 2003 show, and a lot of people are, then you might want to pick these up. I feel like that's the most badass kids version of the Ninja Turtles. They went pretty hard in that show. I remember Shredder getting decapitated and I was like, oh, they didn't do that in the 80s one. And then it turned out that Shredder was a robot being controlled by Utroms, and yeah, it got very, very cosmic. But also, that's kind of fun too. So yeah, Super 7 is a very specific kind of aesthetic. A lot of folks don't jive with it. I kind of like it because it is so bright and bold. It really fits the animated, cartoony kind of look. And as far as the aesthetic of the 2003 show goes, they've absolutely nailed that. For all you Turtles fans, I was about to say you're eating well right now, but you probably won't be because you're spending all your money on action figures. Heat Boys have shown the first reveal images of their Donatello mech figure. I've got the Leonardo. It's one of the most chef's kiss beautiful action figures I've ever owned. I had to fight with all my power to not go all in on the line because it's going to get real expensive if I do. I'll just stick with Leo. But this Donatello here, he looks absolutely gorgeous as well. We've had the full reveals of Raphael and Michelangelo as well. We're going to be getting, apparently, I think, Splinter, April, Shredder, and Krang too. These are crazy. Absolutely crazy. And this Donatello looks like more of the same. And honestly, they're getting harder and harder to resist. Sticking with their Comic-Con exclusives, Mattel have shown off their WrestleMania 12 Shawn Michaels. I can't tell if I was doing a Shawn Michaels voice or a Vince McMahon voice there. I'll go with Shawn Michaels. I don't want to be hearkening to Vince McMahon at all anymore. Ding! But WrestleMania 12, one of the worst, best matches of all time. An Iron Man 1 hour match between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. How do you make that boring? Well, it is what it is. It was the first time doing an Iron Man match, but nonetheless, the boyhood dream became a reality. And I've just quoted him again. I was raised on 90s WWF. It's going to take a long time to purge that stuff. Nonetheless, though, Mattel have made a great looking figure here. And Shawn Michaels with the 3 different heads, the swappable arms, and all the gear, he does look terrific. Now you just got to set up a little zip line in your room that you can have him swinging down on, and you'll hear, "Yeah, what a ride!" And I'm still quoting Vince McMahon. Ugh, it's going to take a little while for me to deprogram myself. And folks, that does it for the action figure news, but we're not done with the episode yet, because now it's time for channel member shoutouts. This is a new thing I'm doing, where this episode of Good News, I actually filmed live as a live stream with the channel members watching and chipping in with your thoughts and comments as we go. I was kind of nervous about doing that, but it was actually super fun. So if you want to see Good News being filmed live and be a part of the conversation as it happens, and then have your comments read out at the end of the show, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 Clicks and become a channel member, just like Jules Winfield, who said, "Bro, very simply, that saber-toothed tiger looks sick." No arguments from me. An Eyewitness says, on the $20 diorama set with the screens, look at the middle one. What? I gotta go back and look at what's on that screen before I make this video live. That might be a little controversial. Then also, Anne says, on the various Earl Sinclairs, so many dinosaur items lately, the Dinosaurus is real. Oof. That's a 10-point word right there. And then finally, on the Shawn Michaels, now give us Hogan Michaels SummerSlam 2-pack with real floppy octopus selling action. Honestly, I kind of like to see it. Adam was actually able to correct me in real time. This is where this comes into its own here. Adam says, "Dave, just a heads up, the 2003 Turtles are not remakes from Super 7. These are brand new. The all-new articulation refers to Super 7 retooling their standard single joint articulation for double jointed. And knowing's half the battle." And James Serapio says, "The hairy belly on Not Bebop gives me gym locker room PTSD." Whew, brother, we've all been there. Gang, this was the first time I've ever done this, so folks didn't know I was going live. So we only had a few people in the chat, and already we got some model behavior gold. So if you want to add your voice to future model behavior live streams, then look out for the notifications, join the members section, and be a part of the conversation. This was really fun. I'm definitely going to do this again. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below. Let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then give that little thumbs up there. I'd really appreciate it. And as I said, if you want to be a part of the conversation and watch me film Good News live, then you can do by getting yourself a YouTube channel membership. Gang, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee, big time.